Okay, so welcome again to this new session, and I'm very sorry for being absent during the previous sessions because the commitments I had at that time, and because my health issues just these 2 days. Okay, so we'll continue, inshallah, right, with the our course in relevant to the linking words. Okay, so we have started a new course which has to do with the linking words. This is the second session related to the linking words, great, or cohesive devices. Okay, so here we go. I think we should go right away because we don't have much time, great, Othmane. You didn't connect, great. You didn't join the class, great, a little bit early, great. So let's move on to the lesson right away.
Gone.
Yes. I hope you can see the screen. Okay, can you see the screen very well?
Yes.
All right. So if as we said before, just some recapitulation before we move on, right? Uthman, last time we talked about linking words. We say that there are different linking words, and each linking words, each group of linking words has got a certain function. We got linking words for addition. We have linking words for giving example. If I want to give an example, I could say, for example, for instance, such as, and then you give examples and so on. There are linking words that we can use in order to give the summary or the conclusion at the end. I'm talking, right, and at the end I would like to sum up or summarize what they have said and so on. Or even in writing, they are very, very important to use. We can use, such expressions like in short, in brief, in conclusion, or as a summary or as a conclusion and so on, or just to wrap up or sum up, to wrap up or sum up, I mean to conclude and so on. There are linking words that to give a reason, right? If I'd like to express the cause, right? So like due to the fact that, or owing to, or because of, and so on, or since. And these linking words, the way we use them, is different. They may have the same function. You may find two linking words which have the same function, but they are different in terms of structure. So how can we learn that? We are going to learn that through practice and more practice. Give an example, giving a result again, or expressing an effect. All right, we could say so, therefore, consequently, as a result, and so on. Hence, thence, to express deduction. Or expressing again purpose. So as to, in order to, right, or just to, so that, or for the purpose, or for the aim of, and so on, right? Or concession, and sometimes contrast, right? So concession like though, although, even if, even though, in spite of, regardless, irrespective of, and then despite or nevertheless, right? These are in linking words to express concession. And for the contrast, we can use expressions like in contrast, or just but, yet, on the contrary, right? And so on and so forth, right? So these are, or whereas, again, these are different expressions that we can use to express contrast. No matter is basically great for concession, right? Yes. And for sequencing ideas, or the chronological linking words that we can use here, we got firstly, secondly, thirdly, finally at the end. The first point is, and then you list the first points, and then the second point, then the third point, and so on. And at the end, you say the last points, great, you would like to say, or the final points. To start with, right? This is something to say at the beginning, to start with. And then at the end, you can say last or lastly. On the one hand, and then on the other hand. First and foremost, this is at the beginning, and then at the end, before you end up your speech or your maybe piece of writing, you could say last but not least. Okay, so let's go back right now to continue where we stopped. So we stopped at the statement number 16, which says the government has made a lot of effort to alleviate poverty, but the problem still persists. Okay, so again, we have the statement, I mean, the whole sentence, and there are two parts. The first part of the statement expresses something, and the second, how can we link, great, between these two? We are going here to use in spite of, which expresses the concession. All right, the government has made a lot of effort to alleviate
In
poverty.
spite of of made a lot of effort to
In spite of
made.
After of, we should have a verb in the gerund form. I mean, with ing. We don't say of go or of make or of made. We
In spite of made in a lot of effort
making, yes, a lot of efforts. Come on.
to alleviate poverty.
Mhm.
The government, but the government
Yes, the government, but yeah, you know, the problem still persists, right?
but the problems persist.
So we have here a problem. You had a problem is that you forgot about the subject, which is the government. Great. So how can I include? There is another way to make our sentence correct. Okay, we would say, or we could say, in spite of the efforts. اللي essentiel هنايا هو ان لو مو كي سويف اوف خصو يكون it should be a noun خصو يكون اسم a noun, right? Not a verb, a noun. It can be in the gerund like making, in spite of making. هذه جملة صحيحة، ولكن خصني نشوف شيء ولكن هنايا حيت لو سوجي. شكون اللي دار ديك الحاجة؟ يعني ولات الجملة عندي ناقصة حيت ما بقيتش حافظت على لو سوجي اكزاكتومون لا بيرسون ولا البادي right that made the efforts. Alors ممكن بطريقة أفضل in a better way I can keep you know the subjects which is the government and then right to make the focus on the you know on the you know right efforts which is the keyword here right. So let's make it this way. We're going to say in spite of the efforts, right? In spite of the efforts that have been made by the government, right? Or by on the efforts that what do we have here? The effort that have been made by the government. We are going to say the government. Sorry. إذا بغض النظر ولا بالرغم من الجهود that have been made by the government, okay, to elevate, all right, to elevate poverty, right? Now we're gonna make a comma, right? The problem still persists, right? So the problem, okay, still, the problem still persists. What does it mean persists here, right, Othmane? What does it mean persists?
زعما بقى.
باقي continue, great, continuous, great. Okay, it means here continuous. Okay, exactly, very good, yes. In spite of the efforts, yeah, that have been made by the government to alleviate poverty, the problem still persists, right? It's possible to say in spite of making a lot of efforts to alleviate poverty, the problem still persists. هذه المصحح الأستاذ المصحح ممكن يقبلها منك لاستريكسيون مزيانة وخرها the government ما بقيتش ذكرتي شكون اللي دار لي زيفور. Alors إلا بغينا نذكروا لي زيفور alors c'est mieux de dire right it's better to say in spite of the efforts that have been made, right? And we keep the of course, we have to turn this statement into the passive form. Nous sommes obligés باش ملي بدينا بلي efforts nous sommes obligés باش لان لي efforts هو l'objet الحاجه the object نفعل بها هنا. Alors nous sommes obligés باش نديروا الفعل في الباسيف فورم في لا فورم باسيف, right? Okay, we have has made بدينا بلي efforts which is plural غنقولوا have been made, right? voilà, right, have been made. Welcome to the passive form. هذا من الدروس المتقدمة الخاصة يعني بالمتعلم اللغة الإنجليزية تخصص أساسا في البكالوريا وكذا ممكن نجيو ليها إن شاء الله après, right? The passive voice and the active voice. La forme passive et la voix, right, active. Okay, let's move to number 17. We have here, I don't care what your social status is. You must abide by the law. You got here no matter. Okay, so we need
no matter what your social status is, I don't care you.
you.
Huh?
You خلي le
You
pronom.
must abide by.
Must abide by the law. Very good. Excellent job. Right. Yes. No matter what. دائما ملي كتكون هاد no matter كنخلي ديك what ولا where ولا that you know that WH word we keep it as it is without any change. Very good. And then you know right we just go on right writing the full statement. Right. No matter what your social status right is, you must abide by the law. Can you explain to me? I would like to see if you understand this statement or not. Explain to me, what does that mean?
I don't understand. Abide.
Abide by the law. Vous connaissez c'est quoi le law? The law? قانون, la loi, right? Alors, you must abide by the law. الكونتكست غنفهموا شنو هي abide.
Abide is prohibition.
Abide, it means respects or apply the law, right? And خصك تحترم القانون, right? التزام بالقانون. This is what it means to abide. We say to abide by the law or to, right, you know, to respect the law, right? You know, generally. Okay, so no matter what your social status is, I mean, it doesn't matter what your social status is. Be you are social status, be you are a teacher or a student or a doctor or whosoever, be whoever you are, كن ما شئت, right? You must respect the law, right? مهندسا كنت أو دكتورا أو مجرد إنسان بسيط, right? Okay, number 18. Flight delays are mainly due to poor air traffic management. Right? يعني التأخرات في الرحلات الجوية are mainly due, هي تعزى يعني راجعة إلى ماذا؟ To poor air traffic management, right? إلى سوء تدبير, right? يعني الرحلات الجوية, right? يعني الزحام وكذا. So we have the leading cause of.
The leading cause of poor air no. The leading cause of flying delay are mainly due is to poor traffic
management. Very good. جملة بسيطة جدا. Yeah, the leading cause of يعني السبب الرئيسي ديال, right? شنو هو ديال right? Flight delays. علاش كنهضروا التأخرات في الرحلات الجوية, right? Is mainly, right? Is mainly due, right? To, right? Is we say is mainly due to traffic management, you know, right? Delays, or is poorly directement l'angulo هو, right? Poor traffic management, right? The leading cause of flight delays is poor air traffic management. All right, the main here, the leading, it means the main or the basic, right? The main or the basic. Or the principal cause, right, so to speak. 19, cultural differences. الاختلافات الثقافية, right, should be viewed, خصنا نشوفوهم, right, positively, I mean in a positive way. They should be tolerated as well. خصنا نتسامحوا معاها أيضا, right. We have here not only. إذا عندنا الاستركسويسي ديال not only but as well. اللي كنستعملوها لأي غرض. For what function? كنقولوا not only but as well ولا but also. Here we go. Let's go back. It's for addition. هاد الاستركسور كنستعملوها للإضافة, right? Addition. We have here not only, right, but also ولا but as well, right? Okay, here we go. So let's see how are we going to make this statement into.
not only
دي كنديروا شنو
not
هذه؟
only culture different should
Not
be
only what? Not only بلاتي not only
cultural difference.
يعني ملي كتشوف not only غدير شي شويه ديال الانفيرسيون. عندنا cultural differences should
differences
cultural differences
should not only should cultural differences be viewed positively, but they should be tolerated as well.
as well. إلا بغيتي دير as well. بغينا نديرو also حتى هي هاد لا ستركتور كاينه, right? We can say but they should also right be tolerated نقطة right c'est très bien ولا خلي as well كما هي يعني very good yes okay not only great should عقل على هذه ملي كتكون not only ديما كنديروا لانفيرسيون الا عندي موديل ولا كذا كنسبقوا عاد لو سوجي right not only should right cultural differences be viewed positively but they should be tolerated as well or but they should also be tolerated but they should also be tolerated or they should be here we go it should be tolerated as well c'est bien voilà all right let's move to the next statement in number 20 contrary to what people think على خلاف ما يظنه الناس أو ما يعتقدونه right contrary to what people think the youth are not so selfish as they are portrayed the youth يعني الشباب youth right are not so selfish ماشي أنانيين selfish يعني واحد أناني كيفكر غير في السيلف ديالو right في نفسه but you know the youth are not so selfish as they are portrayed كما يعني يصورون صور لهم right we have here unlike يعني على خلاف it's the same like on the contrary
Unlike to what people think,
unlike
are to what people say.
لا we don't say to right it's
What
to
people say.
contrary it's to حسب contrary yes okay come on
Unlike what people say, the youth are not so selfish as
and they are portraits très bien right we have here unlike what people think ما عندناش هنا سي نحافظوا على think yes unlike what people right think you know the youth right are so are not selfish as they are portrayed are not selfish as they are portrayed okay good job great very nice let's move to the task B now right task B here we got to fill in the gaps choosing the appropriate cohesive device from the box below use H1s only right so we are going to use H1 each linking word here only once مرة واحدة right okay of course it should we read the statement and then think about the function that we expresses here that the word should express and then we use it right now we have your number one the weekends you can phone us anytime we have your nevertheless however since so as to also whereas so that on the contrary no matter despite although apart from consequently even though so what I think here is going to be the right word to use the weekends you can phone us anytime
no matter the weekend you can phone
ايش معنى هذا
no matter
no matter concession نفهموا الجملة شنو المعنى اللي خصنا هنا the weekends right you can phone us anytime
sense
no ما عندناش السببية هنايا لا السنس كنستعملوها إلا كان بغينا نعبروا على لاكوز right السببية هنايا ça veut dire voilà à part ça veut dire باستثناء الويكندز right نهاية الأسبوع ممكن تتصل بيا وقت ما بغيتي alright okay so we need to express here exception هذه وظيفة أخرى اللي هي you know exception يعني الاستثناء right I will say here apart from هي اللي كتعبر على الاستثناء هنا right apart the weekend right apart from the weekends you can phone me or phone us right anytime now number two we have had a dry season this year the price of vegetables will go up all right will suffer from lack of drinking water so we have three linking words needed here so let's start with number one we've had a dry season this year the price of vegetables يعني المفهوم ديال الجملة أنه بويسك عندنا الفصل شي شويه فيه الجفاف وكذا هاد السنه. الوغ رايت
On the
النتيجه.
contrary,
اها وات از ات؟
on the contrary.
لا اون ذا كونتريري، الى بغينا نعبروا على الكونتراست، هنا بغينا نعبروا على السببيه. عندنا واحد السبب اللي هي جفاف ديال هذا الفصل، اللي غيؤدي للنتيجه هو ارتفاع اسعار ديال الفيجيتابلز. right, the price of vegetables
Sense,
will go up.
sense.
Since, very good. C'est très bien, right? Alors, since, puisque, right? Since, ça veut dire puisque. Alors, since we've had a dry season this year, مادام عندنا هذا الفصل كله جفاف, right? The price of vegetables, le prix ديال vegetables will
But consequently,
c'est très bien. إذا محتاجين واحد linking word اللي كتستعمل la conséquence, right? Consequently, right? Yes, consequently. Will consequently go up. It means will increase. Alors, next, we will suffer from lack of drinking water.
we will
Alors, عندنا هذه النتيجة هو أن le prix ديال vegetables, the price of vegetables is going to increase. There is another result, not just this one. So we want to add. Also, very good. We want to add another problem, which is the sufferance. We will also suffer from the lack of drinking water, right? Okay, we'll add another problem, which is the lack of drinking water. Okay, or water shortage, right? Number 3, the critics slammed Mr. What is it here? Humphreys' latest novel. It was awarded Pulitzer. It was awarded a Pulitzer. A Pulitzer here is a trophy, kind of trophy or prize, يعني جائزة تمنح أدبية, right? جائزة أدبية, right? Literature or literary trophy. So the critics, you know what does it mean? The critics,
yeah.
The people who criticize certain work, slammed Mr. Humphrey's latest novel. I mean, they said many bad things about this novel, right? But the result was what? It was awarded Pulitzer.
Nevertheless.
Okay, c'est très bien. Nevertheless, very good. Yeah. Nevertheless, it was awarded a Pulitzer, right? هذا هو اللي كنسميوه the concession. Alors, même si النقاد يعني كلهم كتبوا قالوا بزاف د الحاجات خايبين على هذه الروايه، الوغ نورمالمون كنتوقعوا ان هذه الروايه ما يمكنش غتفوز بالجائزه، الوغ ميم سي هذا الشيء كامل رايت ولكن فازت بالجائزه رايت. الوغ سي نونذليس بغض النظر عن ذلك. يس nonetheless, right? Nonetheless, it was awarded, right? We say nonetheless or nevertheless, we say? Never, we say never. Nevertheless. We don't have nonetheless right here. Nevertheless, it was awarded Pulitzer Prize. Okay, let's see the next one, number 4. We have here some old people, dye their white hair, look younger than their actual age. Yes. إذا نحاول نفهموا شنو لا function اللي عندنا هنا, right? What's the function that we have? Dyer, right? So we see here dyer. To dye, yes. Dye. You notice they dye their hair? You notice they dye their hair, to dye the hair. To dye. To dye كيصبغوا coloré, right? كيصبغوا الشعر ديالهم كيصبغوا, right? To dye their hair, it means they right, كيصبغوا, right? Okay, so look younger, their white hair, okay? White here, it means that it means that they are old enough, right? Okay, when you get older and older, right, we start seeing, right, white hair. But what are they doing? They try to dye their hair with a different color, maybe black color, and we have you look younger than their actual age.
Oh, no.
Okay, so we need to express a purpose to help, just to help you. محتاجين اللينكين وورد هنا اللي كيعبر على البيربوس، على الهدف. So that إلا قلنا so that خصنا نقولوا they, so that they will. خصنا نزيدوا شي حاجة أخرى باش يلاه ستريكسيون تكون مقادة. Alors nous avons واحد linking word ديال purpose اللي كيحتاج le verbe dans la forme infinitive اللي هو look, right? Which is here so as to. Voilà, هذا كيعبر على le but, right? So as to, ça veut dire pour, right? Alors here, they dye their hair, their white hair, so as to look, right? إذن après so as to خصو يكون عندنا bare infinitive as we see here, look. So as to look younger, باش يبانوا صغيرين, right? Number 5, I won't buy that TV set. All the adverts for it. You are free to do so as you please. All right, Ken says to his friend. We have here the first part here. I won't buy that TV set. أنا ما شاريش داك التلفاز داك جهاز التلفاز TV set. Ça veut dire جهاز التلفاز ما شاريش, right? ما نشريش. All the adverts for it. جميع الإشهارات كامل الخربالة اللي دايرين عليها, right? Yes. Alors nous avons محتاجين هنا شي حاجة, right? مناسبة للفانكشن here, right? Something.
Despite.
Despite, c'est très bien. Despite all the adverts for it. Excellent job, guys. Voilà, right? بغض النظر على ديك right ولا بالرغم من ديك الهايلة اللي دايرين عليها كامل في الإشهارات, right? Okay, despite all the adverts for it. Alors on va continuer. Yes, you. ولكن هذا بالنسبة لي هذا رأيي أنا ولا but you are free to do as you please. You however c'est très bien, right? You however لكن أنت مع ذلك واخا هكاك vous êtes libre, right, de faire ce que tu veux, right? You however, alors however بلاصة هذه كتجي entre les deux two commas, right? كتجي between two commas. You, however, are free to do as you please or as you like. Okay, let's see number 6 here. Susan had never been to school. She managed to become a famous writer. So Susan had never been to school. She managed to become a famous writer. Let me show you the options here. Il n'a jamais allé à l'école, right? واخا هكاك, right? She manages to تصبح famous writer. What? Whereas? No, really. Whereas إلا بغينا نعبروا على الكونتراست. هنا بغينا نعبروا على concession. We want to express concession. What?
On the contrary.
On the contrary, هذه contrast. On the contrary, خصنا نديرو فاصلة كذا ونعبروا على الكونتراست. Susan had never been to school. ما عمرها مشات للمدرسة, right? même si ما عمرها مشات للمدرسة, right? يعني استطاعت أنها تولي. What? Where is that? Right, even?
Yes.
Even though, right? Yes. Let's see. Even though Susan had. Yeah, that's possible, right? هذا خيار من الاختيارات صح, right? We can say even though, right? Very good, yes. And there is another option, كاين option آخر عنده نفس الاستعمال ونفس الفانكشن, which is although. هذه أحسن, هذه كتجي في البداية ديال الكلام أحسن. Even though في الغالب كتكون في وسط الكلام, in the middle, right? Alors نجيبه although هي المناسبة أحسن, right? I say although, right? Yes. Although يعني واخا بالرغم من أن, right? Although Susan had never been to school, واخا ما عمرها مشات للمدرسة, right? She managed it. It means she was able to become a famous author, right? Or writer. Number 7, I need 8 hours sleep night. My father gets by only, right, 5 or 6. We have here two statements عندنا جوج ديال لي فراز هنايا, right, which expresses different meanings. كيعبروا على معنيين مختلفين تماما, right.
Even though.
Even?
So.
Even though, no, even though خاص بالconcession, right, yes. I need 8 hours. My father needs just 5 hours. So I eat apples, my brother eats oranges. Alors هذه contrast, محتاجين واحد لينكن وورد خاص بالcontrast here.
On the contrary.
On the contrary ممكن, ولكن ماشي بلاصتها هنايا, right. On the contrary خص ضروري يجي après من بعد منها يكون كما, يكون فاصلة.
whereas
c'est très bien. في حين في اللغة العربية تعني في حين. أنا أحب كذا, أو أنا أحتاج 8 ساعات نوم في حين جدي يحتاج 3 ساعات مثلا. Alright, أو 4. So here we say whereas. Okay. Number 8. My sister rarely uses her mobile phone. She has got one. My sister, أختي, right? Uses or has got a mobile phone, right? And I uses her mobile phone. What?
in control.
On the contrary, علاش on the contrary؟ لا. On the contrary كتجي في بداية الكلام ولا بعد النقطة وبعدها يكون فاصلة. أنا ما عندنا لا نقطة من قبل ولا فاصلة من بعد. My sister rarely uses her mobile phone. ما سور الأخت ديالي قليل فاش كتستعمل الموبايل فون. واخا راه عندها واحد, واخا راه عندها تليفون بعد تماي, right. فكر في هذيك هذه الكونسيشن هذه, right. Even though, voilà, هي اللي قلت لك كنستعملوها في الوسط أكثر. لو see here, even though, right, yes. Even though she has got one, right. إذا هذه even though كتعبر على نفس المعنى مع although, ولكن although كتجي أساسا في البداية, or even though, right, is mostly used in the middle, right. Okay, let's move to number 9. I try to finish work before 7. We can go out and sit over a cup of tea. Voila, I try to finish work before 7. So that I can, oh my God, we can, right, have some time, we can go out together and sit over a cup of tea. Let me show you the options. Je pense que j'ai, right, répondu à la question ici, guys. I think I have given you the answer to this statement. We need to express purpose, right, by the way. I try to finish work before 7. أنا غنحاول نسالي الخدمة قبل 7. Pourquoi? Pour quel but? باش يلا يكون عندي شوية الوقت to go together and go out and so on, باش نخرجوا ونشربوا كاس داتاي, right? Alors nous avons besoin voilà de mots so as to تخرجي من بعد منها l'infinitif, le verbe في l'infinitif, right? Voilà. Alors نستعملوا un autre linking word that expresses purpose, ولكن اللي كتجي من بعد منه جملة تامة, an independent clause, right?
On the contrary.
On the contrary.
No matter.
On the contrary is for contrast. And we have here so that. So that بحالها so as to من ناحية الفانكشن نفس المعنى, يعني من أجل الهدف لو بوت right ولكن après so that تكون عندي جملة كاملة so that I can go out مثلا right تكون عندي جملة تامة ولكن so as to كيجي من بعد منها فعل right في الانفينيتيف. We have here we say so that we can right go and so on. Number 10, watching TV can't be a waste of time. مشاهدة التلفاز لا يمكن أن يكون مضيعة للوقت. It is entertaining and relaxing. يلا دابا أنت كتشوف هنايا right what you know we have different ideas here right عندنا جوج أفكار مختلفة. That TV is not a waste of time. على العكس من ذلك it is entertaining. What is it? So that. كنعبروش على لو بوت هنا right.
On the contrary.
On the contrary, we need to use on the contrary here, right? On the contrary, right? ونزيدو فاصلة أحسن, right? Yes. On the contrary, it's entertaining and relaxing, right? يعني التي في ماشي فقط ماشي مضيعة لا يمكن أن يكون مضيعة للوقت. هنايا غنعطيش فكرة أخرى اللي هي ماشي مضيعة للوقت. On the contrary, على العكس من ذلك, it is entertaining, it is good, entertaining and relaxing. Okay, let's see right now maybe the last statements for this session, right? What I say, you never take me seriously. The young boy said to his father. نعيما نقول معمر كات يعني تأخذ أمري بجدية, right? يقول الولد الصغير لابنه, right? Yes. Remember, right? We have your what. So there is a linking word that mostly goes hand in hand, right, with this.
No matter.
Okay, very good. No matter with this WH word. All right, yeah. No matter what I say, no matter what I say, or what I say, you never take me seriously. The young boy said to his father. Okay, so I think we've come to the end of the class, but again, I will give you again some, just to choose some linking words, and then you are going to use them in a sentence, right? Again, let's use this part here. Although, and then no matter, yes. Each time we are going to come up with the, examples so that we can practice more, right, and use more these words. Okay, so use this part in a statement, Othmane, yes. Think about a certain statement and use this part correctly.
Despite.
Yeah. Despite, بالرغم.
I will buy this mobile phone because this mobile phone said despite all the person is good.
Despite all
person, this one is good.
I didn't made
in a telephone museum.
despite داكشي اللي من بعد منه ما فهمتش.
زعما بان التليفون تخدم مزيان وهذا مزيان.
despite يعني راه بالرغم. انا غنشريه مثلا بالرغم من ان الناس راه عيبوه بالرغم من ان الناس راه قالوا عيان ولا بالرغم من السلبيات ديالو right اللي ديفو ديالو right هذا هو المعنى ديال despite. I will make it this way better, right? I will buy this phone or this mobile phone despite all its shortcomings. Despite all its shortcomings. بحال هكا جملة مقبولة, right? بالرغم من يعني النواقص ديالو, right? I will buy, right, this mobile phone despite all its shortcomings. غنشريه بالرغم من كل ديفو العيوب ديالو, right? or despite all the negative things that, you know, my friend said about it, right? Okay, yes. Let's see right now, although. After although, you should have a full sentence. تكون عندي جملة تامة المعنى فيها subject, verb, you know, and objects if necessary.
Although I don't play basketball in a club, I play it very well.
Okay, very nice. Yes, great. Yeah, although I don't maybe play football or basketball in the club, right, together with my friends, I know how to play it very well. Very nice. Good. Now let's see. No matter what, or no matter how, or no matter where, or no matter who, great, whatever.
No matter what I do, the teacher is never satisfied.
He's never satisfied with my performance. Okay. Okay, I'm satisfied with your performance. You're doing a great job. You just need to be you know, to have some kind of self-confidence, right? Okay, to be convinced, right, and satisfied with what you're doing, right, and so on. Okay, that's very nice. I think, unfortunately, we've come to the end of the class. I have other commitments right now after this session. Otherwise, we can spend much more time together. But I have some commitments after this this hour. I hope to see, inshallah, great to see you soon. Try to be on time again next time on Saturday. We will have a session, inshallah, at 7 o'clock again, the same time at 7 o'clock on Saturday. And Ali is going to have a session tomorrow at 8 o'clock and another session on Saturday at 6 o'clock.
Tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow Ali is going to have a session at 8. Ali, only Ali, right? And for you, inshallah, right, Saturday, 7 o'clock.
I don't know if he can do the session because you will travel.
Ali is going to travel?
Yes.
Oh, do you have a holiday?
No, just for the weekend.
All right. Well, so please let me know, right, if it's confirmed.
I will talk with my dad and he will send you a message.
Okay, yeah. If it's confirmed, we can, if Ali is not going to be present, we can have a session with you if you like. If you like to have a session with the, you know, within the time slots of Ali, right, we can have a session together. Otherwise, we can just meet on Saturday at 7 o'clock when you have the class. All right. Anyway, I'll keep in touch, inshallah, right, with your dad and see, right, how it goes. All right, that's it for today. Do you have any question before you leave? Yes, any question?
Oh.
All right, so have a good night and pass my regards to everyone. All the best and goodbye. All the best, goodbye.